Van Arkham. I believe that there is a problem with closely bracketing the responsibility to protect with the demand for an international independent inquiry. The problem is the official United Nations responsibility to protect is designed to pressurize dependency on the major powers in the world. We need then to completely redefine what the responsibility to protect really should mean. R2P, as it's known, arose within the United Nations system, drawing on very genuine concerns about the memory should not be repeated of the Holocaust, and very immediate concerns about the mass killings in Rwanda. But the idea gained enormous and rapid official momentum, much more to legitimize military intervention in Iraq and a series of wars in the Middle East and North Africa that are still in process today. R2P is a false humanitarian face of the so-called war on terror. The real criterion is whether a state concerned is compliant with the major powers or not. R2P has not been invoked, for example, for the Palestinians or the Kurds, nor will it ever be. Critique of R2P is widespread from popular movements across the global south. I recommend, for example, the writings of Mahmoud Mamdani on Rwanda and Darfur, and the Iranian commentator Mansour Hekmat on Iraq and the Middle East. Then we come to the issue of Britain's special responsibility to protect as the former colonial power in Ceylon. Colonialism is the original source of the problem that is a continuing genocide today of the Tamil people. This condition did not end with the British withdrawal, but was continued in the unitary state form that they left behind. The problem continues to this day with Britain's role in normalizing the occupation of the north and east of Tamil areas, especially through soft measures of counterinsurgency such as cricket academies and tourism, to normalize and legitimize a military occupation. Britain's special responsibility as the former colonial power is to give full support for the right of Tamils as refugees and to stop its deportations finally and fully back to Sri Lanka. Its responsibility to protect means stopping the normalization program. It means stopping joint military operations and the arms trade. And it means stopping its diplomatic protection through the Commonwealth mechanism of the Rajapaksa regime. The US and Britain are the main powers orchestrating the United Nations, an institution which itself has been increasingly part of the problem. More generally, the UN over the last decade has been a disgrace when one considers its failure to protect the planet and its co-option by private corporate interests through the Ruggie principles in terms of multinational corporations co-opting United Nations. What then is the basis for an independent inquiry? The Dublin Tribunal was based on the Permanent People's Tribunal initiated by Bertrand Russell to judge United States war crimes in Vietnam. When the great powers are responsible or complicit with war crimes, who will judge them? The Permanent People's Tribunal strand has been developed further to judge the crimes of Union Carbide in Bhopal, repression in Latin America, and public opinion tribunals on the occupation of Iraq. So far, the emphasis has been on tribunals as a form of presentation of evidence. We need now to start looking at the process of independent investigation within the Permanent People Tribunal framework. the broadest possible evidence from Tamil people affected by the genocide, but also from those figures in the international community who, due to their position, have concrete knowledge of what actually did happen inside the United Nations and the real role of the United States and the United Kingdom in breaking the peace and setting up the awful massacres of 2009. I believe we need to create our own processes and on that basis seek international allies who are prepared to stand up to imperialist powers, to uncover the truth, to defend Tamil rights, including the right to self-determination and the right to Tamil Eelam. Thank you.